Well, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about that last video there, it kind of cut off. I'm recording my videos on an old phone and it's very sensitive to the heat and a bunch of other things, but it kind of has a mind of its own, but I apologize for that last video there. So I think we were here when we left off. So this is the Incredible hydrangea, just starting to go into bloom, or the buds are turning white, and these will be huge flowers on this thing. So I've not really completed this container. This is actually an old antique washer, and anyway, I like rustic in the garden, so as you can see it's got some rust on it. But I really like using it as a planter. I stuck these in here for spring. They are just now blooming. These are the little pansies that I grew from seed. So it looks like we got some yellow ones there, and it looks like that one's going to be a purple. But I am keeping the lantana in the center, and I still have some more annuals to get together to finish my containers. And real quick, while we're over here, speaking of things that I grew from seed, these are some petunias that I grew from seed. This was just a random mix. See, we got a purple there, and some pinks and a light pink. This one was pretty cool. This was purple with white on the edges, so I think it was like Fairy Morse or something like that, just from the big box store like Lowe's or Home Depot. It was just a mix of petunias. So those were very easy to care for too, and they are blooming, so that's good. So I'll definitely be getting those again. I'll be growing more of those from seed. Alright, so real quick, over here you might notice that the Gaura, I had 4 or 5 Gaura in here. That one over there didn't make it, but I had some pink Gaura, and I dug that up, and I will show you where I moved that to. Trying to go slow. Oh, in this container here, I planted that orange celosia. So we'll see. It looks like I got maybe three or four coming up in there. Alright, so speaking of the Gaura, I transplanted it up here. I needed something in this area. I thought about purple or purple salvia, but I needed to move this Gaura anyway, so why not shop your own garden, right? And I dug that up and transplanted it here. And I think once, I mean, it looks a little rough now, but it will bounce back. And I think that dark, you can kind of see it there, that dark pink, and I've got light pink too, but I think that pink's going to look really good with this lamb's ear. Spireas are blooming. This Nepeta is still looking pretty good. I've got that all in the border. I need to go back, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to find any more. But these are the dwarf French marigolds. As you can see, they've got more of a red color to them, which is what I really like. It's not red, but it's definitely a red-orange. Those are my favorite. Here's another little clump. I was planting them in 3s. Those were the only ones I could find at Garden Gate. But anyway, I've got those alternated with the blue Victoria Salvia. Sound like a broken record, but I love the color combination. Here you can kind of see the blue and the orange. And then I got a whole flat of the blue Victoria Salvia, and so I planted 4 of those in each clump or whatever. We got Russian sage back here. I got in there and cut the dead off, so it looks like I'm going to need 3 or 4 more to kind of fill in this drift of Russian sage. In between the border here, border plants, and the Russian sage, I've got that orange bronze colored dahlias. I got 3 of those in there, and I've got them in pots this year. I think I mentioned that because I was having some issues with the voles eating them, so we will see how they do in the pots this year. Alright, so nothing else going on this side. I did lay a little bit of mulch. I can only get so much at a time. I'm a gardener on a budget, so but the black mulch is what I went with up here. I think it really sets off the lamb's ear and this coral bells. Heuchera. Again, love that pink color. Alright, so in the last video you might have seen that I got a electric mower that I can't say enough good things about. I love it. I feel fancy. It's a push to start. And it starts right up. No gas involved, no oil, no pulling the string. It's very nice, and it does a really good job. Okay, so this is new. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video or not, but I recently made this little raised planting bed around the electric pole here. I needed to do something with the extra blocks. You can see over here I didn't have quite enough, so I'm kind of using what I got to make look like it's the same thing. That's why it's on the back side. But anyway, I'm filling this with dirt, and I've got 3 lantanas that I'm going to put in here. So lantana are annuals. They love the hot summer heat and the sun, so they should do really good out here. I love this one. I love that red orange color. I may even go back and get more to put in the landscape up there. Maybe. Oh, let me show you. I did get over here in the circle garden, and I got in here and cleaned up all the weeds. They were taking over the Russian sage, and I've got the blue Victoria Salvia. Now, for some reason, these here in this garden come back for me every year, but the ones in the landscape or border or whatever, they don't seem to come back. But I think this is the 4th or 5th year that these here have returned. So I must be on the border or the edge where they come back in my come back in my climate, because these are actually annuals, or supposed to be annuals in my zone. But that's what they will look like in the main flower bed here. Alright friends, I think that is everything that's going on this week. Blooming in the garden. I've got to get some soil this weekend and get my containers planted. So that is a must do. In the porch containers here, poor things. I'm doing the Super Bell Dreamsicle again, repeating that orange, and I love it. I really hope it does well here. And then in the center, I'm keeping it simple. I'm putting the blue Victoria Salvia. So repeating the blue and orange up here. Here's a look from the inside. And mulch, much needed mulch. In this bed, I use the rustic pine bark. I really like that. So I got a lot left to do. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I hope the always dependable knockout roses are putting on new buds. Alright friends, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment if you have any tips or questions. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And you guys have a great work week. Hopefully it goes quickly and smooth for you. And you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye friends.